talking this weekend's message about how to be content. Being content is something that Paul tells us as he's writing from prison, by the way, facing a death sentence. He says, I've learned to be content. It's something we can learn as people of faith. And we'll focus on that. The psalmist in Psalm 131 points out that it's hard to be content if you're dealing with pride. And we all know pride takes many forms. It's not just arrogance and, I'm a big cheese. It's also when you worry, when you're fearful. That's a form of pride. I have to worry about it because I don't trust that God can take care of it, and I have to worry about it, make sure it's okay, or be fearful about it because I'm not trusting that God can take care of it. So all those are forms of pride. Another form of pride is the way we make decisions. How we make decisions, I was very surprised, can have a huge impact on how content we are. Herbert A. Simon, a Nobel Prize winning economist in 1956, coined a term, satisficer. He used two words, satisfaction and suffice. He put them together. And he said people who make decisions that are satisficers are people who they make the decision, they do an appropriate amount of research, they set up criteria ahead of time. I want to have this, this, and this in order to make the purchase or make the right decision. If it accomplishes that, I'm going to move on it. And then when they find those criteria, a situation that meets those criteria, they pull the trigger, they buy, or they make the decision, or they act, they opt for whatever it is, and then they live happily with it. They've now coined another term, maximizers. And these are people who fret, stress, obsess over decisions. They research endlessly and then have a very hard time going ahead and deciding this is what I want. They're frightened, they're worried that there'll be another option I didn't explore and didn't find out about. And the interesting thing is, after they make the decision, these people are unhappy with their choice often and second-guess themselves and perhaps see another option that they didn't find in their obsessive search previously, or maybe it wasn't even available, and they become very dissatisfied, not content. Very interesting. What you have here, what does it look like to be a maximizer? Now, Jan is filming this, and so you need to know I'm getting in trouble here. But she's only halfway a maximizer. This is a sheet. I have now gone to 2 Macy's, a Dillard's, a Bed Bath & Beyond with her. And I know I've gone to some other stores, but she won't remind me what they are. And we're looking for sheets to put on the guest house bedroom up in the mountains. It'll be slept on maybe 8 times. The wall is kind of a taupey color. This is the pillowcase and the bed skirt. The bed skirt has a little gray in it. So I have now looked at maybe 15 different sheets that are either this real light cream or kind of this sandy color or a taupe color. And I'm telling you, they were all one of those 3 colors. But some of them had stripes in them, some of them had checks in them, some of them had... And I've learned so much about buying sheets now. There's something called a thread count. Is that what that is? A thread count. And I've learned that you don't want it to be too high. You don't want the thread count to be too high because then it won't last as well. But you don't want it to be too low because it feels too rough. So about 550 is about the right thread count. Now this isn't just, now once we shopped at all of these places, I shared this with Tom because I thought he might be filming this. And he said to me, you mean you went online and did this shopping, right now? I said, no, Tom, you can't feel the thread count online. He didn't say anything else after that. So after we went to about 4 stores, however many it was, we went to the Macy's at Florida Mall, I think it was. They all run together by now. And lo and behold, we found something that we really liked. And I learned also that it's made out of Supima cotton, not just Pima cotton. It's a trademark of some sort, Supima cotton. I bet it's short for super and Pima, but I don't know. But this is a certain type of cotton. It has to meet a certain criteria. So after we did all this looking and everything, we then decided on it, and now we researched it online. And we found out that after you wash it just once, for some people, it didn't hold up like they wanted it to. So I'm very much holding my breath about this. Now, when we got to Macy's and we found finally something we liked, they didn't have it in the right size. It needs to be a queen size. And so we researched Macy's, and they printed out a little thing like this that was about 4 times longer than this, and it showed you who had these sheets in a queen size everywhere in the country. I was greatly relieved to discover they had it in Daytona Beach. And the next day, we were doing what we're doing now, going to the mountains. So we're stopping in the, whatever this mall is, Volusia Mall, and we're getting the Supima Charter Club window pane, and I haven't seen.
Having fun yet?
Yes, we are having fun. That's twice that gentleman has walked by and asked me if I was having fun. I can't find the color. Is it damask? Is that the color, Jam? Give me a hint. Give me a hint. Window pane? Is that the color? Oh boy. Well, somewhere on here, there's a color. But let me tell you why I am a very satisfied customer. When we came here and purchased it, it was on sale for 40% off. And then the lady said, "Do you have a Macy's card?" I said, "No." She gave us the 20%, additional 20% off. Now let me tell you, I consider this an answer to prayer. This thing has a price of $170 on it. That Supima cotton must really be expensive to grow. And so 40% off got down to about $100, and then a 20% got down to about $70. I'm telling you, I'm so satisfied, I can't believe it. And I will say this: Jan's only half of a maximizer. Once she does all the research, she usually becomes, lives with it pretty well. Now, those who are satisfied and content, they've learned that I just have to be about 70% satisfied with this product. If you're obsessing, I got to be 100%. And to get from 70% to 100%, they found, you have to spend so much energy, so much worry, so much anxiety, that even that extra 30% perfection, it doesn't offset all the anxiety, worry, time, stress you put in to get there. So how do you settle for 70%? They call it settling for good enough. It's good enough. How do you settle for that? 2 things that you can do as a believer. One, you recognize it's a gift from God. You recognize it's a gift that God gave me. God gave me the capacity to buy this stuff. It's a gift from God. Everything I have is a gift from God. It helps me to enjoy it. It helps you to be content when you realize God has given me these things. And 2, be thankful. To be thankful. When you're thankful for something, you stop taking it for granted, and you appreciate it more fully. So I'm praying, and I'm going to be thanking for it after they get washed. And one time, boy, am I going to be praying and being thankful for these sheets. But mainly, I'm satisfied because it was 60% off. But if you can't get it 60% off, try being grateful to God as a gift, and try being thankful.
I could just sit and wait for all your goodness, hope to feel your presence. I could be safe, I could be safe here in your arms, and hope to feel you, hope to feel something again. I could hold on to who I am and could be safe here in your arms and never leave, never let these walls down. But you have called me higher, you have called me deeper, and I'll go where you will lead me, Lord. You have called me higher, you have called me deeper, and I'll go where you will lead me, Lord. Where you lead me, where you lead me, Lord. I will be yours, so I will be yours for all my life. I will be yours, so I will be yours for all my life. I will be yours, so I will be yours for all my life. So let your mercy, oh, I will be yours, so I will be yours for all